One of the biggest changes in the industry was related to the IDFA deprecation. Therefore, we had to change our approach, meaning that because there was a lot of unknown, we decided to pull back on iOS and focus a little bit more on the Android side. With Android, we have been able to scale it up, and by using a variety of different channels, from Facebook to TikTok to programmatic and search. For Facebook ends, we've taken advantage by using like Bango audiences, which paid out really well for us. And in the meantime, not to forget about the iOS, and we've also leveraged some of those Bango audiences. Because of the deprecation, we've created some lookalike audiences that helped us unlock some additional growth on the iOS end. While we were going through those changes on iOS, we've learned a little bit more about how to look into the SCAD network and leverage the SCAD network data, meaning that we started applying some probabilistic modeling on the data and using some multipliers that we're seeing with any users that are opting into the ATT prompt, and use that as a benchmark for SCAD network report. And then outside of SCAD network, we've one of the innovation I would say is looking into each channel and creative in uniquely, not using one approach that applies for all, but instead customizing the creative and the messaging by channel, whether it's Facebook versus TikTok versus Snapchat versus Google. And because of that, we have been able to see great success of unlocking additional growth and improving the conversion metrics.
2021 has been a challenging year. I think IDFA deprecation impacted all of us, or at least those in the mobile gaming industry. Fortunately, we had time to prepare for it, and there was a period of transition after iOS 14.6's release in June, where we were able to kind of make those changes apparent. That's now over. Roughly about 80% of the users we see do not consent to sharing IDFA, so that's just something that we have learned to work with in the past few months. It's a measurement challenge. I don't think user behavior has changed as a result of this. So there are a couple of ways to approach. The first is that we've streamlined our buying strategy. So that may be with the campaign limits on iOS, simplifying a lot of our campaign structures. And we've learned to operate media buying a little bit differently this past year. We're either looking at things on a broader basis or using some assumptions, looking at Android, looking at other cohorts of traffic on iOS where we are able to track user engagement and behavior.